Mustard Seed Art Company presents Anybody Home? A short play on Dr. Francisco Luis Gomes, a great son of Goa. The cast: Salvita, Velasquez, Gomes, a relative from Mexico. Nandini, a neighbor. Magnod, the ghost of a character in the novel Os Brancos. Dr. Francisco Luis Gomes, Doctor, parliamentarian, novelist.
Anybody home? Anybody home? Hello? I'm Salvita Gomes. I'd like to have a look at this house. Yoo-hoo! Hello?
Hey, who are you? Why are you calling out to the ghost? Be careful, huh? You're mad or what? Have you no sense?
Anybody home? Mad? Ghost? No sense.
You are totally cracked. Repeating. Woman, have you no head?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Look who's repeating. I'm Salvita Gomes. I'd like to have a look at this house if it's the house of...
Yes, it is. Magir.
Francis Luis Gomes.
That man is dead for your information. Dead and gone. Like 2 centuries ago. Gone.
Yeah. You know, he was born in 1829. He died in 1869. Just 40 years of age. So unfair. Just imagine how much he would have contributed.
Anyways, he's dead now. His destiny, no. And this house is even deader. Look at it.
Unfair, I say. A man who knew so much, who did so much for society, as a doctor and a member of parliament, wrote on so many different subjects. Super duper.
Oh, spare me. Have you come to buy this old ruins? It's a haunted house, huh? I'm warning you just now.
Haunted, huh? Handsome ghost? I'd love to click a picture of him.
You're mad or what? Totally bonkers. You can click a photo of a ghost or what? Bad like... Bisha.
Maybe I am mad. Sometimes I think I really am. Especially these last 6 months. Or maybe I'd get one cool picture of another worldly person. Hey, you know, in my country, we wait for our dead friends and relatives to visit us on the Day of the Dead. We decorate our homes. We build an altar to the dead and place all their favorite dishes on it. So they come to visit us.
How are you?
They visit us on Dia de los Muertos, no? They're family. But I never thought of getting a picture clicked of theirs. Kind of cool idea, huh? Anyway, what language does he speak? Konkani, Marathi, Portuguese, English, Spanish, French. I believe he spoke and wrote in all these languages. Wow.
Who? You knew this ghost before he became a ghost or what? Really? What's his name?
You're confusing me. This is the ghost of Francis Luis Gomes haunting the family home, right? Is he tall and handsome?
You are totally mad. How would I know whose ghost it is? The minute I hear noises coming out of this house, I just shut my ears, put on my glasses, run inside and lock the door, yaar. I have never seen him or her. Only furniture falling like.
What opportunities you are missing, woman? Is it okay if I ask why you put on your glasses?
Dark glasses, no. So, see a ghost? Oh, okay. I'll die and all.
And then become a ghost yourself. Hey, then maybe I can click a picture of yours. That would make you some kind of celebrity, huh?
Picture. Why do you want to click a picture go by? Like, why?
Great question. Why did Frida Kahlo paint like crazy?
Huh? Who?
Frida Kahlo, a revolutionary artist from Mexico. She painted her biography. Why am I a photographer? Because it's my work, my art. It's my art. But that's hardly an answer. Why is photography my crazy art? Because I'm home when I plan pictures, compose them, consider the light, the detail, the significance, the balance, the perspective, and click.
Ah, so you have come to click a picture of this broken house. Why go by? Take a picture of my house. That one. It's not broken and all. It's small. Too small. But it is standing straight, just like me. You see, my house is a little too small. I have 8 children. So that is why I plan on buying this house. I don't care if it's a Portuguese house and all. Half of it is gone anyways. I will knock down what is remaining of it. Build a nice big building. Some flats are not for sale and lots of rooms for our bedrooms. Magir, you see?
Yes, I see. My eye sees pictures even when I'm asleep. It uncovers poetry. I'm glad I came before this old treasure's murdered.
Murdered? Who was murdered? This so-called Francis Luis Gomes? When? Where? How?
No, he was returning home from Europe. He took in and died on the ship. He was a young man, but tuberculosis knocked him out. I weep to think that he died alone, so alone, on the high seas, so far away from home. I wonder, was he still dreaming of home? He had been away many long years, you see.
So sad. How do you know all these small things? I'm from the next village. I got this house 15 years ago with my own money. That man, no job, no income. 15 years. But I don't know all these small things. How come?
Maybe it's because I see everything through high resolution. I can picture my cousin standing on the SS Missalia, leaning against the starboard of the ship, shading his sharp eyes as he scans the distant horizon, thinking of the family home. Those coconut trees, that mango tree there, the tiled houses, the distant hills, knowing deep down in his gut that he would never see them again. Todo sono.
He was a famous sort of guy, no? Why not stay there only? Why come back to this hot, dusty backyard of the world?
It's picturesque. The air is different. Anyway, that's what I ask him sometimes.
What? You? Him?
We're cousins, no? Many generations apart. But he's ever so puzzling. So I ask him and try to make sense.
Hey, you talk to ghost or what? Oh, what? That's why you're here. Away, gay, I'm going by.
Hello? Making yourself at home already? Kya baat?
Sorry, I thought there was no one around. I've come from across the continents to visit our ancestral house. Do you live close by?
Yes, very close by. In this room, right here. Some folks occupy the lower portion of the house. I don't haunt them. This room and the front part of the house are mine, and of my minions if I need them.
Minions? I don't understand. Your children come to visit. What's your name, sir?
I'm Magnod, the sepoy. That's most of the time. I'm other people too.
Excuse me?
I'm a cool, super lucky ghost. I have access to different personalities.
Ghost? Really? So she was right?
Right. She's wrong most of the time, that loud mouth, that Nandini woman. But she's dead right about me. Hey, that's funny, no?
Really? That's so cool, man. What did you say your name was?
I'm Magnod the Sepoy. I'm other people too, as you very well know. Come on.
I know. How would I know? You're confusing me. Hey, can I click a picture of you real quick before you vanish into thin air? I have not a single picture of a ghost. They sound familiar. Ah, that's going to win an international award for sure. I work for a couple of international magazines, you see. But this is not for them, no.
Great. I chose my avatar carefully when I spied you at the door. Magnod the Sepoy, at your service. Sort of. I was a Brahmin actually. The top caste. We don't serve anyone, as you know. Strangely, he didn't think much of us. But I am the hero of the novel.
Hello. Oh, you mean you're Magnod, the Brahmin attendant to the Davis family, who later became a thug in Francis Luis Gomes' novel. Really? That's so cool, man. Maravilloso, fantastico.
As I said, I have a handful of avatars. Magnod, the Brahmin assistant to the Davis family. Magnod, the thug. Sobel, the Jewish moneylender. Magnod, the Sepoy. That's yours truly. And Roberto Davis, the Christian. Hey, quite a character, no? Wah re wah.
Can you dress up into all these avatars at will, senor? I'd love to click a few more pictures to see what a ghost looks like. I'd be greatly obliged. But then, no one would believe me if I tell them I clicked a picture of a ghost. And if I try to sell the idea of multiple ghost avatars, damn, I'd be roasted alive. Or worse, dumped in the madhouse. Forget the price, maldición.
Hey, look! Don't make fun of me, ladki. Mocking what you don't even understand. Kya baat?
No, mocking. Que me parto rayo. I'm a cousin, you see. I'm Salvita Gomes. I've come to visit the home of Francis Luis Gomes. He was returning home from Europe after many years away and was ever so keen on meeting her and attending her wedding. She was his favorite cousin, you see. Alas, he never made it.
Who? Whose wedding? You are a storyteller like him.
Maybe I am. I never thought of it that way. I was saying Francisco was keen on being here to attend his little cousin's wedding. She was my tia and his dear friend, you see.
Hey, storyteller.
Stories are full of light. I'm so grateful my tia told me all those stories. Her stories give me a home, especially now that I have none.
I don't really know you. Who are you?
Salvita Velasquez Gomes, photographer, storyteller from Bacalar, Mexico, looking for her ancestral home.
Ah, you have come to buy this house, no? Fabulous idea, I say. Shabash. It will stay in the family, no?
I just came to click pictures. But look what I found. A haunted house. And you, stunning. Magnod, I wouldn't dream of disgracing you.
I'm here to make sure some crackpot doesn't buy this house and knock it down. It's his house after all. My author, no?
I get the picture. But why not Magnod the Brahmin? More classy, no? Just imagine a high caste attendant to the white man's family in British India. Oh, great cultural context, character conflict, identity, power struggle and all.
The highest caste, yes. But the white man had little respect for his Brahmin attendant. Cha. And my author had no admiration for our caste. Shit, unbelievable. On the other hand, he thought well of the Sepoy, right? We had more power than the Brahmin, right? We fought a proper revolt against the white oppressors. Kya aap samjhi? We made history.
Yeah.
The Sepoy mutiny of 1857. Wah re wah!
You sure did. And Francis Luis Gomes wrote, the revolt was the Sepoy. The revolution will be the people. I can hardly believe he had the vision and the courage to voice that in his day. What foresight!
It's all about power, you know.
No! It's about freedom and justice, about liberty and light, as he would say.
Say what you wish. As a Brahmin in Awadh, I had power over those lower castes, all the shameless, lowly servants who pranced around Davis. But when I was down, they lay their filthy hands on me because the white man had defiled me. Dirty pigs!
So you slunk away and became a thug in the jungle.
The taste of real power. We attacked all those idiots who crossed our path, stripped them of unnecessary wealth, ill-gotten wealth. What fun! Maja!
Fun to attack an innocent passerby, including the good priest Fray Francisco. Fun? Give me a break.
Power is fun. But you are making me uneasy. Father Francisco was a good man. I didn't know that my little boy and girl... I'm going. Bye-bye. Namaskar.
Hey, wait, don't vanish just yet. Tell me about your other avatars. Tell me about him, your author, about this house, his home. I've come from very far. But let him go, the romantic sepoy of yesteryears. What did his author think, genuinely think, of his sepoy and his enraged companions, who rose like a churning tsunami to protest against the rulers, to bloody smack the sullen face of the much despised and feared British East India Company, the Great Rebellion, the Indian Insurrection, the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857. He was fascinated by the event, earth-shaking and mind-blowing to colonizer and colonize both. In an India he so deeply valued, but struggled to understand. But hey, tell me this, dear cousin of mine, querido primo Fanchu, explain to me, if you kindly will, a detail from your cherished novel that I can't quite come to terms with. Your portrait of Magnod the Brahmin is so powerful and layered and in my face. The incident where he is humiliated and defiled when a furious Davis throws a plate of meat at him is super dramatic and bloody wounding. The suicide of his innocent young wife, the disturbed lives of his little children growing into a complex destiny, all so carefully drawn and painted. But then, the Great Sepoy Mutiny, that powerful mega event of yours, you describe it in your elegant prose, but hey, why such a distant description? Why not disrobe the violent encounters between Sepoy and hated white oppressor, subdued Indian against the proud British? When you wield such a dramatic pen, why not raise the purple curtain on Magnod, the emboldened sepoy, spitting with white, hot loathing against the familiar world he so despised with all his Brahminical soul?
You would have me rebirth the bloody violence that shook the country. The 6,000 British soldiers slashed this way and that. The 800,000 Indians slaughtered like rats. The ghastly famine and the crawling disease that ravaged the district of Audh. Too much bitter blood, sweat and tears flowed down the streets of Meerut and the whole north of the country. Too much for my newfound pen, too raw for my simple questing soul to recreate the prose and the cartoons that splashed across the breathless pages of every newspaper in watching Europe. Such a wild moment and sudden. Recount I did with my heart aflame. My mind was clear, sharp as a rapier on the need for a decisive protest by the long-exploited sepoy against the alien sullen company that crushed him underfoot for too long. I always knew right here, my dear young pretty cousin, that impartial people under the sun who are moved by the call to justice have always wanted our great India, our precious Goa, our people to be ruled by our own people, by just, clear-minded people, not blinded by the glare of race, caste, and riches. And so I essayed writing a novel of my own.
The very first Goan novel, when the genre was so new.
What a rare treat that was. I was used to scribbling endlessly about medical problems. You know how it is with us doctors, always worrying. But when I went to Lisbon, other problems gripped me by the throat and would not let me breathe. Political freedom, taxation, agriculture, and so many other specters that arose as vital. Who knows? Maybe traveling so far away from home lent me a new set of eyes. Kita go by?
Yes, perspective. But tell me more about the novel. How did you feel when you discovered this new art? A man of science transformed into a man of literature, storyteller.
You artist girl, you would ask me that, wouldn't you? Was it a step down, I asked. No. I was impelled by an inner spring, a new power.
New technologies have handed me new powers. But tell me, how did your deeper self feel when you sat down to, create a character, design the plot, weigh the light, the balance, the significance? Excited? Frustrated? Tell me, dear uncle.
Primo. Hey, I am no visual artist, but like you, I too went on an inebriating creative trip when I wrote Brahmanish. I crafted my characters with particular care. Robert Davis, the British landlord, Magnod the Brahmin who became a thug, then a sly moneylender, and finally a sepoy in the wild frenzy of a mutiny. I would scribble furiously and beam with delight. Such brilliant characters.
Viva!
I would clap so loud, the cook would come running in to see what happened. Then I'd go for lunch. And when I came back and looked at the paper, I realized how flat the characters were, how tame the plot. I would fall face first onto the floor. But I would rise up, dust myself, and start writing again. And soon mighty waves would lift me up onto the horizon, and there I would go sailing free at home with my pen, ink, and paper. I want that.
Gosh, no laptop, not even a desktop, no internet. Golly.
Oh, Goran. Anybody home? You're there or went or what? It's Salvita? No, not Salvita. Babita? Oh, whatever your name is, go by.
Okay. It's Salvita. And I'm still here.
So quiet. I couldn't hear anything. What are you doing here all alone? He came and attacked or what?
Attack? Who?
Ghost? They attack, no? Grrr. She? What sounds they make when I come to the door? That is why I just shut my ears,
Put on your glasses, run inside and lock the door. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't want to see the ghost, no? And I can't believe that you came all the way to click his picture. She. And where are you from, go by?
I look.
Foreigner like, but in another way. Same.
How right you are. I'm a foreigner, yet this is my home. Anyway, in my heart it is.
From Portugal like him?
Mexico. I come from Bacalar to the southeast, and I come from here too.
Okay, listen. Can you come out with me for 5 minutes? I want to ask you something. Not over here. Too ghostly.
10?
Huh?
I can give you 10 minutes or more. After all, you're our neighbor.
Huh. Okay. Listen, you have come to buy this house, no? I'm telling you, don't buy this house. Don't buy this house.
Why? Because it's haunted. My great-grand-aunt told me lots of ghosts roam around her village. Don't be scared, she said. They're guardians, protectors.
Rakhandar, maybe. But I'm telling you, don't buy this house. Why? Because I want to buy this house. See, I have the money. My life saving. As a top-class chef, I studied and got a diploma. I started working for people, catering for weddings, anything you want. Chinese, continental, but mainly Goan. See, I earn my family income. Is it? I'll do setting with you. You take some of my money and buy a nice house somewhere else. Not a broken house like this. A nice house somewhere else. Got it? Or else I'll make trouble.
Why?
Because I want to buy this house. See, there are some political issues and all they say. But they will get settled soon, no? And thankfully, no big builders are interested in this property because of the political issues. That is why I will buy this house and join it to my small house. From here to there. I am not scared of the Rakandar. He will be scared of me and my 8 children and that drunkard. I want many rooms for my family.
But do they want that many rooms? Children like to share, no?
No. They all sleep in the same room. So 4 rooms for them. 1 room for me. 1 room in that own house for that drunkard. So 6 rooms. I want 6 rooms.
But does he want it that way?
What are you saying? The money is mine, no? That man only knows to drink and make children. See, I want this house. You get my problem, no?
But your husband can't get a job.
He's saying he will not work as a shopkeeper. So I told him, drive a taxi. You'll make good money. But you think he'll listen to me? No, I want this house.
Oh, but the old relatives don't want to renovate this place.
Maybe because it is haunted. You should know, no?
I don't know. I was in touch many years ago only with my Mai Tia. Once she passed away and I decided on an impulse to make this long trip. I don't know any present-day relatives. I haven't tried to contact anyone.
Wait. Your children want this house or what? How many children you have? Why come so far? Why not stay there only if you have rooms?
I have a 10-year-old daughter. But I lost my husband 6 months ago.
Drinks or what? So that.
Daniel did not drink. He died of a sudden heart attack. He was a police officer in Bacalar.
So sad. Heart attack. Good man. Where is your daughter?
With my sister in Mexico. When my home shattered, I needed to find some peace. So I came.
Why don't you come to my house for tea? We'll sit and talk. That man is already on the way to the tavern. You come and sit with me. We'll talk.
Thank you. That's very kind. But I need to click a few more pictures before the light changes.
Okay. No problem. Come next time, huh? So when are you going back? Oh, wait. You're from here only, no? No, but tell me, how come you're in Mexico suddenly now?
Okay. Long story short, my great-great-great-grandfather went to Portugal, married a Spanish woman, moved to Spain. Then during the Spanish Civil War, they migrated to Mexico. Many generations ago. ¿Está claro? Migrants, that's us.
What? In Mexico? Why do you want this house? Nakadalole?
I'm intrigued by his house. My Tia described it to me in great detail in her letters. The balcony. The saal with the big mirrors. The well next to the corridor from which the children would draw fresh water. The huge dark kitchen with its burning coal fires.
Oh yeah! Hello! Okay.
She loved her home, my Tia did. I was hoping to find the house in a decent condition, with old furniture still in place. And in the right corner of my Tia's bedroom, her clothes cupboard. And deep in the lower drawer, a sandalwood box with all his old letters to her. Then she got married and left the house. Years later, she returned as a widow. I was still a very young girl when she died here. But I kept every single one of her letters. She often invited me back.
Magir, so?
My parents, it seemed so far away.
So, your husband passed away. And so now, you've come to buy this house. Coming, I'm outside. So, yeah, I was hoping.
You want to know what I wrote to my little cousin? Let me tell you.
Of course. How short-sighted of me. She did tell me, but I seem to forget. Tell me, please tell.
She was really small when I left home. A bright little girl who wept bitterly to see me leave. She clung to my hand as I stepped out. It broke my heart to detach her hand from mine. I hugged her. I promised to write letters to her regularly. You must read them, I told her. But she was really small, she'd not be able to read. But she smiled through the tears and she let me go.
And did you write regularly? For 10 years or was it 15?
Yes, I wrote. She was home to me. Letters would take weeks and months via sea mail, so I wrote regularly. I wrote about the long voyage through the Atlantic, and upon reaching Lisbon, I narrated shorter stories about how bland the food that they served was, how I missed our prawn curry rice. But she was really small. She'd not be able to read. Her mother would have read the letters to her. They would write sometimes, my cousins, but not often. Busy lives.
But then she grew up and learned to read.
And to write. She had a zillion questions, that curious, beautiful soul.
Yeah, she sure did. And she wrote with such elegance. Hey, writing was her special art, I think.
How right you are. She'd write about home, the quarrels, the feasts, the mango season, the rain, the thunder, the lightning, the smell of wet earth, the sowing and reaping of the crops down the hill there. A breath of Goa wherever I may be wandering, Portugal or France or...
She treasured your letters. And she wrote to me about them. Years and years and years later. Your letters interlaced with hers. Bright feathers flying across the ocean. I never met her, you know. But we were friends. She would write me these fabulous letters, appropriate to me when I was a young girl in Mexico. She'd write exciting letters about the people she knew, their dreams, their adventures. At first, my papa would read them to me. Later, I would hunger for the post and learnt almost all her letters by heart. So unique, her writing.
She had a beautiful handwriting. I saved all her letters and picture postcards. She was a brilliant cook too, I learned. She would send me her original recipes. Meu queridinho primo fanchu. That's what she'd call me.
And when I grew up and learned to read, she wrote to me about you and your many achievements. She lived to be a very old lady, you see. I'm sorry I never visited her when she was here at home. One seems to think people will stay with us forever. My Daniel left so all of a sudden 6 months ago. I have so many regrets.
Regrets. How they haunt us. I promised to be there for a wedding, you know. But it wasn't to be. I bought her a dress in white brocade. I thought I'd see her in it.
If you loved this place so much, then why did you go away?
I was elected member of parliament, my dear. I was 32 years of age. I was excited to represent our Goa and give it a voice in Europe.
It must have seemed as far as the stars.
Why do people step out and away? Adventure, new horizons, duty. I was a doctor, you know, but I could see that the political world impacted all our lives. I could see it. I was excited to go.
Wow, a member of parliament. Such a clever dude, my Tia wrote. And proud.
Proud? Of our own people, yes.
My Tia quoted to me what you declared in parliament in Lisbon. I come from the land.
I come from the land that created the Mahabharata and invented the game of chess. I would remember that. She wrote to me and she said that I was, and I quote, a speaker of courage and a writer of consequence. She was all of 14 when she said that.
Oh, yeah. The pictures that she brought to life. She even told me that you and the poet Lamartine had lunch together and that he recited a verse from his poem to you.
He recited Lalak. Towards new and different shores, forever driven onwards. Through endless darkness, always borne away. Upon the sea of time cannot we lie at anchor for just one single day. Kai bore lagta ni bai? Did she tell you about my meeting with Napoleon III in Paris?
Would she ever miss that? She even wrote about what you two discussed.
A well-traveled man, Louis Napoleon. Interesting. We spoke about agriculture, which was our pet interest. He told, and I told him too, farmers, the land should belong to them. It aggrieved me to see our farmers work so hard in fields with so little benefit to themselves. I told him that the land should belong to the farmers, and I waxed eloquent about excessive taxes. The emperor had similar proposals. I was amazed. We got along like a house on fire.
She told me Napoleon teased you.
About our names. We both had Louis as part of our names. In fact, so did Lamartine. However, the greatest tease was Victor Hugo.
The French writer.
We corresponded, as you are aware. One day he wrote to me and he asked, "Is India, my country, a poor country?" No, I said, "We are a rich country. After we eat, we throw away our plates." He immediately wrote back, "I will advise the King of Portugal to cancel the loan that has been given to the government of Goa." I panicked. I immediately wrote back, No, we use banana leaves as plates." Devil of a tease, that man.
Listen, girl, if you're planning to buy this house, are you sure you can afford the price? Part of it is in ruins, but still, it's a great big house. The real estate eagles are circling above it for sure. You may need to take a loan. As Sobel, the Jewish moneylender, I know all about such matters. Sharp, that's my middle name. I will help you, bacha. You at last, my author, my famous author, my own dear author.
Hello, Magnod. In full Sipa regalia, I see. You always had the taste for the dramatic. I admit, your every action was theatrical.
But I was always right, always did the right thing. You must admit.
The hero of the novel encounters the author. Hey, please stand next to each other. What a picture this is going to be.
Hero or anti-hero or something like that.
Hey, don't you throw stones at me. A Brahmin, that's me. You gave my name to your first and only novel. What would you be without me? Just a stupid politician, sir. With me, you became an artist, a man of letters.
Clever guy, aren't you? Do you see? Clever Brahmin, astute thug, sly money lender, and finally,
Roberto Davis Jr. I may have some flaws, but I'm a multifaceted human being. Admit it.
Aren't we all, Magnod? Your wife, your children, Father Francisco, all flawed, all human.
But I fought against the oppressors, the Sepoy Mutiny of 1857. Don't forget, such a powerful event, the first revolt.
Yeah, but not the last. The oppressor just has a new face and a new name. In your country or in mine.
We all believe we are so powerful.
When I look at the pictures I take, I feel power.
As a doctor, I could do something, but not. As a member of parliament, I could say something. But as an economist, I could expose a few taxes as immoral. I yearn to fulfill my moral obligation.
Hey, you're my hero, my superhero, dear great-grand-cousin of mine. Querido priminio Fancho, I have come from the other end of the world.
My author. You have come to buy the house, no? I have protected it for you.
I just came to visit my home. your home. Home, you know?
I know.
Home. I too lost my home many times. So many times. You were such a cruel author, man.
You know when I felt most at home? When I was writing, making contact.
Like when I'm composing my pictures. Home. My little girl must be crying for me. She cried her eyes out when her daddy collapsed and vanished. So all of a sudden, like a leaf in the storm. I will go home.
Oh, Goran. Anybody home? Salvita. Listen. The local authorities have announced that to commemorate the death anniversary of the great Francisco Luis Gomes, they are going to take some concrete steps to preserve the house of the Gomes family. Hell, but I want to buy this house, no. I want 8 rooms now. Mother-in-law is also coming to stay. Magir,